What's up guys, it's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome to the garage here in Assetto Corsa and your first look at a 2021 Formula 1 car in sim racing, or any racing game for that matter. This one comes to us courtesy of ACFL, and obviously they've done their best job here creating what will be the 2021 F1 car based on what we know of it so far. So they've been very open by saying this is a very early beta. They're calling it 0.1. There's functions that just don't work on the car, including RPM lights on the wheel and DRS light on the wheel, and the sound cuts out occasionally. So they've been very open with the fact that they're still very much in development of this car, and not to mention we don't know everything there is to know about the 2021 cars, and we won't for some time, but ACFL has taken a stab at it. For those not aware, ACFL has brought us previous model years of F1 cars. They're usually the first to market. Like for example, the 2019 car from ACFL came out just before the Formula Hybrid 2019, so they're usually pretty quick to get them out, and in this case they're a couple years ahead of where they possibly could be. So very neat to have this car. So for those wondering how it compares physically to the 2019 car, let's have a quick look at that. Starting off looking at a profile shot, so you can see the 2021 on the left looks a lot less substantial than the 2019, and looking at the nose here, you can see how high up the 2021 nose is versus the 2019, and less complicated front wing as well. The butt shot now, you can see how the rear wing kind of forms around those rear tires rather than staying between them. And then overhead here, we can see how much longer the 2019 is than the 2021, shortening things up if ACFL is right with their measurements. And again, looking at those butts this time from the side, we can see the rear wing, totally different angle than the 2019. And then again, that nose, the nose sitting a lot higher on the 2021 on the left there than the 2019 that we're currently seeing. So let's go ahead and get this out on track. Alright, so here we are exiting the pits at Silverstone. A bit too loud, apologies about that. Don't mind me, just figuring things out as I go. We've done about 10 test laps so far, as evidenced by the skid marks on the track. And what I'm finding is, it's quite a bit slower for me than the 2019. But certainly more connected with the road, I'd say. We can get on the power earlier, it seems like. Seems to have just heaps and heaps of both downforce and mechanical grip through the tires. It maybe lacks some of the what would you call it, breakaway speed, that scary fast speed that the 2019 had. This one is perhaps a little bit more deliberate. Whether or not that's accurate to real life, we'll have to wait a couple of years to find out. But again, the amount of both mechanical and aero grip that's available with this car is almost unbelievable. If this is accurate, I can't wait to see what the pros can do with this. You heard that audio stutter there. There's a certain RPM range where this thing just cuts out audio altogether. So if you're looking for a verdict, I think it's very cool. I mean, I don't put it on my must-have list. I put the, like something like the IER P13C on my absolute must-have. This one I don't put on the must-have, but very cool just the same. I mean, it's neat that we have this long in advance of any game having it officially. Fun just to sort of speculate on how things might look and feel and sound 2 years in the future of motorsport. So nicely done to ACFL. Huge innovation points. Obviously still very early. There's a lot of bugs they got to work through, but no doubt they'll get there. If you buy in on the beta, they will honor it when the full release comes out. So I'd be curious to see whether they're going to actually do 2 years of development with this car or not, or they'll move on to different projects. Who knows? If you haven't noticed, the gearing ratios are very interesting. I don't have to use 8th gear at all on Silverstone. North of 300 kilometers an hour, still in 7th gear. Come in somewhere in the mid 134s. I'm not a mid 120s guy here at Silverstone, unlike the F1 pole times. But definitely with the 2019s, I'm in the high 120s to low 130s, so this car definitely a lot slower for me, but cool nonetheless. Like I say, guys, I don't want to paint an overly rosy picture here. Still early in development, but very cool concept by ACFL. Not on my for sure must-buy list, but cool nonetheless. I think you might enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy this replay, and we'll see you next time.